Claire had always struggled with sleep. Insomnia had become her unwelcome companion, and she would do anything for a few hours of restful slumber. One night, while scrolling through YouTube, she stumbled upon a channel specializing in horror sleep stories. The comments were filled with praises about how effective the stories were in lulling people to sleep. Desperate, Claire decided to give it a try. The first night, she selected a story titled The Whispering Shadows. The narrator's voice was soothing, almost hypnotic, and Claire felt her eyelids grow heavy. She drifted into a fitful sleep, only to find herself in a dark, abandoned house. Shadows whispered her name, their voices a chilling echo. She woke up drenched in sweat, her heart pounding. The next morning, Claire brushed it off as a coincidence. She was determined to give the channel another chance. That night, she chose The Haunting of Willow Creek. Again, the narrator's voice lulled her to sleep, and she found herself in a dense forest, lost and pursued by unseen entities. The terror felt real, too real. She woke up gasping for air, the forest's damp smell lingering in her nostrils. As the nights went on, the nightmares grew more vivid and terrifying. The cursed doll, the phantom's lullaby, the silent scream, each story seemed to pull her deeper into a nightmarish world. Claire's days became a blur of exhaustion and fear. She could no longer distinguish between dream and reality. Shadows moved in the corners of her vision, and whispers followed her everywhere. Determined to uncover the truth, Claire began researching the channel. She discovered that the creator, a man named Victor Blackwood, had vanished under mysterious circumstances. Rumors swirled about his obsession with the occult and his experiments with lucid dreaming. Claire's blood ran cold as she realized she might be the latest victim of his twisted legacy. One night, Claire decided to confront her fears head-on. She selected the newest story, The Final Descent, and braced herself. As the narrator's voice filled her room, she felt herself being pulled into the story. This time, she was in a dark, endless corridor. At the end stood a figure cloaked in shadows, its eyes glowing with malevolent intent. "Welcome, Claire," the figure hissed. "I've been waiting for you." Claire's heart raced as she realized this was no ordinary nightmare. She was trapped in Victor Blackwood's creation, a twisted realm where he held all the power. Summoning every ounce of courage, Claire confronted the figure. "Why are you doing this?" she demanded. The figure laughed, a sound that sent chills down her spine. "I feed on fear, Claire. Each story, each nightmare strengthens me. And now you are mine." Desperation clawed at Claire's mind. She had to find a way out. Remembering the research she had done, she focused on the concept of lucid dreaming. If she could control her dream, she might have a chance. Closing her eyes, Claire imagined a door, a way out of the corridor. When she opened her eyes, the door stood before her. Without hesitation, she ran towards it, the figure's enraged screams echoing behind her. She burst through the door and found herself back in her bedroom, drenched in sweat, but free. Gasping for breath, Claire deleted the YouTube channel from her device. She knew she could never listen to another horror sleep story again. The nightmares had left their mark, but she had survived. As she lay back down, she hoped for the first time in weeks that she might finally find a peaceful night's sleep. But as she closed her eyes, a whisper echoed in her mind. "I'll be waiting, Claire. I'll always be waiting."